What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Mega Manectric deck. Mega Manectric came out of the Mega Evolution set, so not this most recent set, Phantasmal Flames, but it sounded fun to me to try it out now and figured now's just as good of a time to try it out. So if you haven't seen Mega Manectric yet, it's got both pretty good attacks. It's also a stage 1, which is pretty nice, so you just evolve it from your electric, and your electric's just a basic, and you got 330 HP, free retreat, and you're weak to fighting, which isn't great, but it's 2 attacks. Flash Ray is the first one for 2 lightnings. It does 120 damage, and then it says during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. Now, I haven't had this come up in like practice or anything or in testing, but if you're up against a deck with like just basic attackers, this sounds pretty good, you know, being able to prevent them from doing damage to you. If you're able to not, you know, bench a whole lot of other things and just have like a lone Manectric or double Manectric, I don't know. Manectric maybe it'll just win the game by itself. And then in second attack, Righteous Blasting. For 3 lightnings, it does 200 damage, but it says you may discard all energy from this Pokemon and have this attack do 130 more damage. So 200 plus 130 is 330. One-shotting pretty much all of the stage 2 EX Pokemon, Terra EX Pokemon, most of or all of the basic Mega Pokemon also. I think if they have Charms or the Lively Stadium, you know, they could get out of range. But still, this thing is knocking out pretty much all of the Pokemon that take a while to set up that are very good. So pretty good second attack also, and I think it complements the normal Electric Generator Miraidon decks pretty well because you're using Iron Hands as your early game attacker, and really, if without Iron Hands, I don't think Mega Manectric would be a fantastic deck, but Iron Hands puts that early game pressure on and allows you to have like that threat of a turn 1 attack. You know, you get off as many generators as you can, try and set up the amp you very much, and then you have the Mega Manectric who can come out and blow up, you know, those stage 2s or big basic mega Pokemon, and maybe even just wall the basic attacker decks like Raging Bolt by attacking with Flash Ray. I don't know if that would work, but it sounds like it might be able to work. But either way, sounded fun to try out Mega Manectric today. I'll put the full deck list up on the screen so you can see it. We'll go over the numbers real quick and then we'll hop into games. It's pretty straightforward. And also I was looking at, I think it was the 222nd place from LAIC deck that was a Mega Manectric deck actually, so if you haven't seen it yet, either way they had basically the same kind of a deck. A lot of, you know, Electric Generator decks and Iron Hands Miraidon decks look similarly, but theirs was a Mega Manectric version, and instead of having Arven, they did have Lilies, which I thought was really cool. And then instead of having Air Balloon and Charm, you just swap those out for switches. And I think they also had a Zekrom in here, maybe only one Miraidon. But I was testing it out and I decided to concede and go back to having Arven. I didn't really like not being able to find the generator sometimes, so Arven helps us to find the generators, but then we still do have 4 boss and 4 research, and then we just have the 2 tools and 15 energies to try and hit off of generator and Prime Catcher, which is searchable off of the Arven. And we're just trying to go turn 1 Iron Hands, but hopefully we'll do attack with Mega Manectric. But like I said, if we didn't have Iron Hands, I don't know how good Mega Manectric would be. Iron Hands just is such a crazy attacker early game, and being able to attack with it turn 1 because of electric generators is broken. So let's look at it real quick, then we'll get into the game, see how many times we can Iron Hands, and hopefully we can Mega Manectric. Going from left to right here, we have the 1 Iron Bundle, just being able to phase out whatever our opponent has in the active spot and get a knockout. Hyper Blower says once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch out your opponent's active to the bench. If you do, discard this Pokemon and all cards attached. So perfect just for being able to have that little gust effect to try and take prizes. Then we have the 2 Electric and 2 Mega Manectric. I think this is the best or only Electric. At 30, it does 10 to itself, no free retreat, but it's got 70 HP. Then we have 2 of this guy. I like having 2 of it. I haven't attacked with it very much, but I want to be able to, so that's why we have 2. That's the goal. Then we have 2 Iron Hands. We're definitely going to be attacking with it turn 1 if possible. But if our opponent puts like a Teal Mask in the Ogerpon, our Miraidon's actually probably our better attacker, our best attacker. This guy can set up our bench with the Tandem Unit ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon and put them onto your bench. This guy will be rotating, I think, the next time that comes around, so things will change a lot for electric decks when Miraidon's gone, but this can get our Tynamos going, our Electriks going, or search for the Iron Hands, whatever we need. And then it can be an attacker. If whatever is in our opponent's active, we can't knock out with Iron Hands, we could just go Photon Blaster. And we only need the 3 energies. Then we have 2 for the Tynamo and Electric line. We have no Magneton in here, but I think that kind of makes sense if we're using Manectric, because we could maybe attack with Iron Hands, our opponent knocks it out. Then maybe attack with Manectric and something else after that. If we were to explode a Magneton, you know, our opponent just needs to knock out our Iron Hands and Mega Manectric. But without Magneton, our opponent would still have to take 3 knockouts to maybe win the game. So we have just the 2 for the Tynamo and Electrike. It's pretty nice because Mega Manectric discards the energies, and then Electric can just put them back on the Manectric. It has the Dynamotor ability, same as that Flaffy from a while back. Once during your turn, may attach a basic lightning energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. And this is pretty nice, I think, especially with having a Mew in the deck, because I was just thinking of like all the fighting decks we might face, and with Electric and Mew, we could copy Lucario's attack and just one-shot a Mega Lucario with our Mew. I don't know if they'll chase down the Mew or not, but you know, it's something that would help out against you know, one of the decks that we're weak to, typing wise. So we have the 2 of those. This guy also has free retreat. Then we have a Latias in here. I think that's pretty important just so we can retreat things for free, like an Iron Hands that we start with. Even though like bench space does get pretty tight, I think having the option for it is nice. Whether you were to be playing the no Air Balloon, no Charm and switches, and Arven's, instead of Arven you play Lily, or playing it like this, I like the Latias. I liked it in both versions. Then we have the Mew for a little extra draw, and it can be an attacker, and we can power it up with the Electric. Then we have the 1 Fez for draw, and then the 1 Squawk to be able to try and find what we need on our first turn. On the trainers, we have the 4 Generator, of course. I really like the Prime Catcher to try and, you know, just chase down things and get knockouts. And it's a switch effect, and this guy's got 2 retreat, so it's perfect. And our guys that we Generator to have to be on the bench. So all the more reason, like, Prime Catcher's just perfect with the Generator Electric Lightning decks. Then we have, for Pokemon Search, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball. 1 Night Stretcher is our only recovery card. I like it just though, because we can just get back like our Iron Bundle and reuse it, or just get back whatever one thing we're missing. I like the idea of Super Rod because you could put back multiple things, but then we have to find it again. I guess if you're running out of electric energies, putting, you know, a bunch of electric energies into your deck for Electric Generator is nice with Super Rod, but just being able to get what we need to our hand and be able to play it that turn, I like Night Stretcher for that. Then we have 4 Arven, 4 Boss, and 4 Research. I don't know if you need this many things, but it's been fun, so I'm just going with it still. Obviously, Arven, you know, finds our generators and our 2 tools that we may need. Research instead of Lily, because we just play whatever we need out of our hand. You know, we're playing all of the generators when we get them. We can thin by playing the ball cards, maybe getting some extra, you know, electric Pokemon out of the deck that we don't need. Then we just research and try to find the last few pieces that we need. Whereas Lily, you shuffle your hand into your deck and you draw 8. You do see 1 more card, but you, I think, have less odds, or you have a less likely chance to see what you need or new cards 100%, right? So I think research makes sense. And, you know, getting the electric energies in the discard pile for Electric. I know they're called lightning energies, and saying Electric is confusing. I'm confusing myself, sorry. And then we have 1 Air Balloon and 1 Charm. I don't think you need more tools than that. I was trying out the power cell or something at one point to be able to attach an extra the energy to Mega Manectric at the end of the turn if it's in the active spot. I was thinking about EXP share too, but I don't think you need any of that. I think just Air Balloon, Charm. Really, Arven's here. The tools are nice, but to find the generators, and then we have the 15 lightnings. But that's the deck. Hopefully, like I said, we can get Mega Manectric to actually attack a couple times, but it'll be the Iron Hand show to begin with. Let's hop in the games. All right, here we go. Hopping in this first one. Sorry, I kind of forgot I was recording there. I was just looking at the screen like, all right, what are we doing? All right, they got a Gardevoir coin. I don't remember what deck box they had. Irish Luck. Hopefully we get the Irish Luck in this one. Also, I know we can see what they call. Do you want to go first? No. But I never pay attention, so then when they flip the coin, I'm like, did they call it right? Whatever. We get to go second, which is what we want, so we can hopefully attack. We have 13 basics and we mulligans, but they mulligan too, thankfully. All right, and we're starting Mew. And it's maybe Gardevoir. Possibly. We can Ultra Ball from Miraidon. Oh, they mulliganed again. Nice. And it is Gardevoir. Yeah, we just want to Iron Hands the shit out of them. Boss, chase down things. I think the more bosses is also probably pretty nice with the versus the Jellicents and stuff. That could be in the active spot, turning off our tools and preventing us from playing items, you know? Well, preventing us from playing tools and items. Excuse me. They start Screamtail and they're just gonna get all them energies. That's cool. We're also starting Air Balloon and we don't really need it. But we could play it down probably instead of discarding it. We can Ultra Ball away. And we're starting Mew, so we can Ultra Ball away like Lightning, Research, or Lightning, Manectric. Awesome. Grab the Miraidon. If we bundle, we could kill their lone routes too. That'd be good. Actually, that sounds better than going... I mean, getting 2 prizes, though, is pretty good. Well, we're going to be researching, so... whatever. Grab the Miraidon. We'll get Iron Hands, Tynamo off of that. Electric is... and Manectric is nice for the Gardevoir. One-shot that guy. And we have the bundle. We have no Latias. We have Squawk. And yeah, we'll just play the balloon on the Tynamo. And we're going to be researching, so hopefully we draw into the generators. Can we even thin our hand down? I think we'll be able to draw 1 card off of Mew. No, we won't. Oh well. Grab that, grab that. Yeah. Well, let's see what we get. All right, there's bundle, but we didn't find a generator. We did find Squawk though. I mean, we definitely bundle. And I think putting the energies on this still is fine. And do we want to bench lock ourselves? If we're going to be squawking away, no reason not to play these. You know what? I think it is fine to bench lock ourselves. We could put down an Electrike. I think that's okay. I shouldn't play that. Slow rolling. All right, we just wanted like to find a generator, please. All right, there's 1. And we just need the 2 energies. Thank God. Not too bad. I don't think I'm missing anything here. We have a Night Stretcher, so we could get back something. We don't really need anything, but... and we got the Manectric in hands. We do have Prime Catcher in the deck. So we're going to be able to Prime Catcher a routes, maybe? Or maybe we just Prime Catcher the... or maybe we just KO the active. Save the Prime Catcher. I don't know if Drifloon can one-shot our Manectric. We probably just want to evolve this. Maybe we don't play down the Manectric yet. Since maybe Drifloon can just one-shot it and we don't do anything with... you know, it just gives up 3 prize cards. Okay. That guy dies to this. But, you know, our Iron Hands is in the active spot right now. What are they gonna do? Stick Diancie in the active spot? Monkey. Team Evo? Mew? Counter Catcher. Okay. They are going to stick it in the active spot. All right, we... We get Arven for Prime Catcher, and we just get to do whatever we want. If we get Generator to hit, we could Generator 2 energies and Ultra Ball for the Electros, and then manually retreat and knock out this. We're gonna discard all the energies that way. I mean, we have no... We're playing Arven. That's happening for sure. I could Ultra Ball away Tynamo, Night Stretcher, and just get an energy on our guy here. And then we save the Arven. And go around this thing. I think that's better. This, I think that's fine to get rid of that. And Prime Catcher KO the routes or the monkey? Also, I think we are gonna evolve this now. And I'm gonna Prime Catcher. Routes or monkey? I think we do KO this. And we get to draw 2. All right. And then we can just boss KO that next turn. Seems pretty good. All right, we got some lightnings. I think we would have had to get rid of more resources to go Manectric that turn, but I could be wrong. This just seemed like it would be fine. Because we would have, oh no, it was that we 100% wouldn't have, we wouldn't have gotten a knockout 100%, that's what it was. We would have had a Generator manually attach, I think. All right, I think we still have 4 boss on the deck, maybe. Okay, there's those. We can thin those out. Yeah, we have 4 boss on the deck. Maybe. We can play everything out of our hands. We just need to find boss. Also, they don't KO us. Yeah, this doesn't knock us out. But maybe that's the plan. But they can't monkey because there's no room for monkey. Oh well. For them, I guess. I don't know, we're fine. All right. Let's do this. Put that over there. Do that again. Put that over there. We'll put this one. I don't know. We'll put it over here. We'll draw a boss. There it is. And we'll play the boss. And I think we knocked this out. And we got to attack with this turn 1, or game 1. Extra damage, yes. Let's go! Pretty good. What a great game. What a great game. No giveaways from their deck boxes and stuff. I do like that Mega Manectric, unlike Zekrom, you know, you could just do that damage right away. Well, turn 2 at the earliest. But you can do 330. You know, Zekrom, it can do more, and it only gives up to the 2 prizes, but it's dependent on your opponent taking knockouts. I think. Also, this hand is pretty nuts. I like this. Alright, hopefully they put something else down. This is actually a little scary. Like, they could do some things that could mess us up. Flareon can one-shot our Iron Hands with its second attack. Sylveon can shuffle all of our guys in the deck. And we do kind of need our bench. And Iron Hands versus... Yeah, Iron Hands just versus the guys once they get set up isn't going to do much. But Manectric, I mean... They don't have a turn 2 Sylveon. Like, if we hit our generators... We already have Tynamo down. We can go Miraidon for Iron Hands. Yeah, they have the Sylveon cards right there, right? I mean, we could KO this with Miraidon. They just put an energy on it. I think Sylveon needs Water, Psychic, Lightning. I can't remember. No, grab those. I think Iron Hands is still good to have. And did they get one owl? No, they didn't. They didn't get any owls. Huh. Alright, we have Latias, Mew, Squawk. Not putting down Squawk would be kind of nice, though. Fez, Iron Bundle. Manectrics. Do you have our other Tynamo? We don't. Prime Catcher, Charm, no Balloon. Okay. I think we just go for the knockout on this guy. Yeah. Alright, we got it. And research away all these bosses. We'll do that. And I think we do put that on it. Because it's down. It's kind of going to be a liability. I think researching is fine. I think we had the other guys in the deck. The other bosses. Generator again. Oh, that's pretty good. Treat into this. And do we put Fez down? I think so. I'm pretty sure we had the other bosses and we had the pink card. All right, now we got the Ultra Ball. Could find our Electros or Electric. Electros. Speaking of that, dude, I'm pretty hyped for its. I think its Mega card was revealed, right? And it'll work with the Electrics, Electrics, whatever. I don't know if like we've seen any of the other Mega Electric types or Lightning types revealed though. Okay, there's Sylveon. I think it was good to KO that guy. I mean, they had one energy on it. I mean, the thing is, though, they can go Sparkling Crystal, Crispin, and Angelite still. Okay. If we have Iron Hands in the active, we can also just boss around this whole game. Okay, they're doing Crispin. They're playing both Noctowls. And are they getting a Sparkling Crystal now? They got Crispin. Okay, Counter Catcher. Counter Catcher Angelite is a little scary. They're gonna counter catcher both of our guys into the deck. Okay. But I think that our Manectric's gonna be on the board still. So we're gonna promote Tynamo. Yeah. Well, we're not gonna promote Tynamo because they bossed this, but we're going to maybe be able to still have we played how many generators? We played 3. Okay, that's a couple. Definitely be doing that. I could play down Iron Hands. We can Ultra Ball and try and find cards off Mew. I think Mew was in the deck. I mean, maybe I even just bench that. Then we can have more cards to find off of Mew. Yeah. Okay, there's research. Okay. We can just get rid of this Miraidon and Iron Hands. For this guy. And I think we can KO this thing from full. No, we do 100. They do 100 less. We need Counter Catcher Boss. I don't know. Let's do that and end. Or not Counter Catcher Boss. We need Prime Catcher Boss. If we wanted to, like, you know, get rid of that effect. Although, no, it's during your opponent's next turn, the active does that much less, right? So once we retreat, we get rid of that. And we can, I think, just do this. Well, I thought we maybe had an Air Balloon, but we don't. I definitely want to kill the active. How many lightnings are in the deck? 10. Okay, I think we should hit one. And then we can Night Stretcher for the thing. We'll put that there, put this here. Grab that to retreat. And I think we do this to the Iron Hands. And we'll put that on Iron Hands. And we retreat and we get rid of the damage reduction because it's only to the active guy. And they die. Okay, we're good. Yes, thank you. And we have Electros Research. We didn't find our Air Balloon. I think the Prime Catcher's in the deck though, so if they go for a trapping play. Also, this says you discard all the energy, so like putting extra energies on it, I don't think would have made sense. Okay. I think we have generator. No, we're down. We have no more generators. Wait. We just have game. I'm sorry. We can just do this. Do that. The Angelite putting back all of our energies after we just played 3 generators wasn't great. But all right, Mega Manectric's impressing me. 2 for 2. Both games we've gotten to attack with it. This was not how the testing games were going, that's for sure. But I was more in the mindset of still making adjustments to the deck. So maybe I missed things opportunities that we could have attacked with it. But I mean, we're still going Iron Hands first. And then the Mega Manectric being able to get that knockout on whatever big guy that they have is pretty clutch. All right, and we go Tynamo, Miraidon. We even have the Electric already. Our only supporter is Boss, but in this case, it could be pretty good. If they don't find anything else, we just got to KO this with Miraidon. We can Ultra Ball. We have that for Squawk. Okay, so it's Dragapult. We can bundle to get a knockout on one of them. Don't have to Boss. Okay, all of our Boss. Or we just knock this thing out with Miraidon. That'd be fine too. Knock out the Latias with Miraidon, I mean. All right, I mean, I think we want to try and get the Iron Hands going though. And what? Oh yeah, we have the Electric Tynamo. We have both Electric in the deck. We have Bundle. Squawk's in the deck. Is Balloon in the deck? They play Jamming Tower, but still. Prime Catcher. I don't know if we want anything else. And I think we are going to Squawk, so... And we had the other Manectric, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Do that to Thin. Let's see what we get off of this. Okay. All right. We're probably gonna go for the Miraidon then. Be a little easier to do. No supporters. No generators. It is possible to get rid of everything in the hand and play a Mew, right? Could Ultra Ball away. I don't know. Let's just go for the knockout on Latias. We just need to find a generator. Ultra Ball away. This. Do we have something? Yeah, we can get rid of the... We can get rid of an Iron Hands. I don't think we need that. Second Iron Hands. All right, grab the Mew. All right, Arven. Generator. There it is. Generator. What else is in the hands? Well, we don't have... Yeah, we don't have Latias down, so I think we grab that, and we're going to probably play that on Iron Hands. Son of a bitch! All right, we used all of our luck. Dang it. Think let's... I don't think they have a... I don't know. They could attack with the one guy, so we're going to do that. And I'm just going to play that on that now. All right. Let's see what they got. Just a Lily. And Iona would have been cool with me. I don't know if I should have played that thing out of my hands, but... Since obviously it'd be better on the Electric guy. I probably should have just waited. But I just thinking if they had a Gust right away, that trapping the Iron Hands would be really fucking annoying. But they can counter catch or hand disrupt us, so I should have not played it. Yeah. All right. Well, if we can find Electric, we still could attack with Miraidon. Okay. I mean, we don't really want to attack with this guy. We going with the Squawk? It's a Squawk angle? Yeah. And we're gonna draw one. Charm. And they can't knock it out with Dragapult, I guess. I don't know, man. I think we're just in an awkward situation right now. I'm gonna put this on that. Man, I don't know. The energy's spread out. We can't play generators. We don't have energies in the discard pile now to even use the electric guy. Like, if we actually got the attack, you know, we had all this shit on our board, but we actually got the attack on Latias. All right. Okay, there's the research. I think we don't attach that, actually. Surely we find one. We did. Let's do that. Attack with Miraidon now. What the heck? I mean, because our hands bricked, we're not going to be able to find a boss. So just like letting them continuing to set up and Budu us and go around the Budu. Eventually, once we find boss, I don't think that's an option. Attacking with Squawk is an option, I guess. If they KO our electric, I think we do that, man. We are gonna KO them with this. And I don't want to put down Manectric because they're going to one shot. They're definitely gonna go after it if we evolve it. They can counter catcher, pop Dusknoir, and KO with Dragapult. Okay, our second, we have 2 generators. We're probably gonna get Iono'd. Part of me wanted to put the energy on Mew, but if they KO this anyways, we're not gonna be able to get 2 energies on Mew. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're gonna go after. Obviously, Squawk is a terrible attacker, so leaving in the active spot seems better than putting 3 energies on this. So this forces them to Gust. But they could KO this and put down Hawlucha, KO this guy. Okay. We have Prime Catcher. Our hand isn't getting disrupted unless they have Unfair Stamp. All right, so Electric's dead. That's what we thought would happen. We don't have the other Electric. I think it's prized. I think we go Prime Catcher on the Dusklull. Did I discard my other Iron Hands also? I did. So we're honestly going another Iron Hands would be better. And more reasonable than setting up another one of whatever's, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if we do go after this instead of this. No, I think we have to, I don't know, but I think we do just chase down that guy. Grab that thing. We have no stadiums, so like, you know, our tools are just not going to do anything. And pretty sure that we don't have the other electric guy. No. Electrike and Eelektrik are really close. All right, there's one. I think we have the attack on this now, or with this now. I kind of want to save this other generator. Let's be able to power up the next Iron Hands. I think we can put this down. Maybe I should have burned the Nest Ball. Maybe I should have put down this. I don't know. No, they would have sniped it. I don't know. We'll just do this. All right. And they're getting 2 prizes at least. They could get 4 with a gust on Mew or Squawk. Definitely Mew. I think they could have won though if we didn't knock that guy out, right? Because they could have just popped the Dusk on this and then killed this, and this with a gust. We got our other Electrike. Dude, these guys' names are so freaking close. Electrike, Eelektrik. All right, there's the Iono. But we have Mew and Fez. They also haven't played their Gust yet, so they have to find the Gust off of this. We have the Lightning Energies. Okay, there's the Gust. But they're not knocking us out. Okay. They're knocking out Iron Hands, though. Well, so we need Night Stretcher. And we'd like to Gust. Or bundle. If we bundle, KO this, I mean, they have game because they can just attack with this. I don't think there's any way to not lose, actually, right? Pretty sure, right? Because I can't kill this. And if I attack with this... Yeah, I don't think there's any way not to lose. Yeah, we'll just do this. Go next. All right. Well, that one didn't feel so good. Our turn 1 was disappointing every way it could have been. Actually, besides for the opening hand, like the opening hand looked pretty good. It looked fine. We just didn't find anything off the first generator. That's right. Hey, we get to go second. Let's see. Okay, Latias may come down for the first time. Latias, Miraidon, Generator, Nest Ball. Just put Latias in the active. Excuse me. It seems really good here. Oh, and we're up against them. Ooh. Lone Electric sounds really cool. The thing is, I already have down... Excuse me. I already have down a 2-prizer. Then I'm Miraidon for... And I can't Iron Hands this. I don't know if it's going to work, but I mean, it sounds really cool going for Flash Ray. That guy, or just double electric. Do we have our other Manectric? We do. I mean, I could bundle. And what, then we're gonna, if they promote this, the Raging Bolt, we can't KO it. So does bundle even make sense? It would have made more sense to bundle right away. Also, I didn't like get a good look at everything there. I don't know. I kind of want to try and go all in, but at the same time, they have Gus and they can just go around us and then maybe win by taking prizes. So if they give us one of these, we can knock it out with Miraidon. If they give us this, at least it's not this in the active spot. This thing would have been able to snipe our electrics, but I should have bundled before putting down stuff because they see what I have down now. All right, they gave us this. Fuck. All right. I don't know. I kind of want to try and take 2 prizes off that. And I have enough things down. This thing's going to be inactive. If I put this down, I think it's fine. And I think we'd rather find Arven. Okay, no Arven. Come on. Thank you. Okay. And put this down or no? I don't think we need to. Hopefully we get a supporter or a ball card off of here. All right. We just now want to just go Manectric and do the Manectric thing. I mean, we can win by taking prizes at this rate too. Like we got the first 2 prizes, which was good. You know? I don't know why they chose to go first and they didn't put down owls. Okay. All right. That didn't go how I expected it would go, and we didn't get to see Manectric see how its first attack would go, potentially. But that's all right. I think we made a good call. Like, besides for, I just should have bundled first, seen if they gave us the Raging Bolt or not. Awesome, we get to start the free retreater. We have a generator, Nest Ball from Miraidon. Yeah. But I'm thinking too, even just attacking with Miraidon, buying us a turn. If they aren't able to gust around it, obviously Baby Raging Bolt can attack around it, hitting the bench. But also this is a little annoying. So they're playing Low Punny Dusknoir. I don't know. I've been seeing that with this a lot. No, it's Charizard, okay. Well. Well, this is awkward. As long as this is in the active spot, basic Pokemon in play. All right, so they have to move this. They have to get a Jet Energy and then retreat back into Klefki. Because Klefki is turning off their fan run right now. Okay, there it is. Then they're going to retreat back into Klefki. I mean, it's kind of a relief this is down, because now I don't need to put down Bundle. We don't need to put down Latias. We don't need to put down Miraidon. We don't need to put down Squawkabilly. Little Nest Ball just for the electric, maybe? Electrike We probably can at least do the first attack on this. Okay, there's that. Nest Ball for this guy. We do have all the things. 11 energies in the deck, so that means 4 are prized. That's quite a lot. 3 more generators. Well, I mean, this guy's pretty good, so we're still gonna try and do the thing. Awesome, thank you. And I don't think we want to put down another one. Oh, I forgot to check if Night Stretcher was there. Forgot. And we didn't draw an energy. Oh. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, let's... Fuck it. We're just gonna put down more of these. Generators in, or the other things in there. And we're just gonna leave the Tynamo in the active spot, since it's a pivot. All right, I think that's fine. We're setting up multiple Manectrics. We have so much bench space to work with right now. We wouldn't have been able to even attack with Miraidon because we didn't find an energy off of research there. They could literally, I mean, what could they do? They could KO this with the Dusknoir. If they do that, I promote Electrike, because I don't want both of these to die. I mean, I could promote this. All right, whatever. We're just gonna Iron Hands this, I guess. And they can't KO Iron Hands unless they attack with the something. Right? Generator Charm. So then they can't even, they still need to pop the Ghost to KO the Iron Hands that we're definitely going to be able to attack with its second attack. I can Ultra Ball away both of these to thin out the other Manectric. Even better odds. 8 lightnings, or is there 3? Or 9? Or is there 8? No, there's 9. There's 9. There was 11 in the deck. Fuck, man! What is this? I don't think I want to do that. I could put the charm on Iron Hands, but I don't think that matters that much. How did we not hit an energy? A third of the deck was energies. This is just ridiculous. I mean, Klefki is obviously preventing us from playing things, but hitting no energies when I think there's 9 in there. We saw there was 11. We have none in our discard pile. We have 2 in Iron Hands. There was 9 lightning energies in the deck. I think we probably would have had better odds to get a turn 1 attack had this not have been here, you know, but it is kind of nice for the rest of the game that we don't have all those liabilities. We have more space to work with, especially when they can destroy the board with like Dusknoir. They definitely have Briar in their deck. Area 0. Owls are coming down. Second Charmander. Please. I swear to fucking God. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Do that. And we're taking 2. Honestly, I think I just play Electric on this, play both Manectrics down. I think that's fine. We're probably gonna get energy off of here since there's 4 in the prizes. There it is. We have air balloons, so we can retreat off of, you know, this thing. Or put that on there to retreat it. They can't KO this unless they pop a ghost. They're not Dragapulting us, which is good, so they're not like spreading damage unless they pop ghosts. They're not spreading to the bench. They can do whatever the hell they want. They have owls and Pidgeot. But only 1 Duskull down. If I do take another 2 prize knockout, like Briar's like live. Ooh, if they knock out the active and then I knock out their active, and it's a 2 prizer, I go to 2 and they're at 4. And if I have Mega Manectric in the active, they can Briar KO Mega Manectric. But they would need to have another ghost down. No. I'm not going to go to... because they're going to have to pop a ghost. So I'll be at 1. So they won't be able to Briar. I'm pretty sure. With 280 HP, Charizard after 3 prizes is hitting for 270, so we're not dead. Wait, would Terapagos? Well, they put all the energies on Charizard anyways, but would Terapagos, if we had a full bench, 8, is it 30 for each? It's 30 for each. It's like 160. Oh, Prime Catcher. All right. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have done what I did, but we're here. And I do like that. So now we just boss KO their Hoot Hoot. I mean, I could boss KO this. We're gonna boss. And I'm pulling lightning on this. Is it KO the Hoot Hoot or is it KO this? Because they could still pop a ghost, KO this, and maybe they could win. I don't know. I think we just get rid of the ghost. And then I put this over here. They can retreat. And take 2. Now they can KO this guy with a Charizard. Oh, but this gives them Briar. No, it doesn't. It does, but it doesn't. Like, they can't win. They can't play the ghost this turn, you know? So now we just need an... Awesome. Fez, we just need a way to get an energy on this. I think we're fine. Yeah, we have Fez. We have 2 pivots. We actually can find the other electric off of it. We have game. We literally have game. All right, we're great. And having the second one of this means we actually have another pivot. We just have it. Let's go Manectric. KOing the big bad normal Charizard. The big bad. Oh, so the most terrifying normal non-mega Charizard you've ever seen. Well, those games were really fun and went really well overall. There was a little bit of, you know, we're whiffing our generators versus the Dragapult. I think it was the worst of them. We did whiff, I think, versus the Charizard deck too, in that last one. Early on, I mean, it was flawless against Gardevoir and the Eevee Sylveon. We did our thing. It was a lot of fun. I like having 4-4-4. The 4 bosses is pretty hilarious. I did like the idea of having Lilies instead of Arvens, and then instead of Air Balloon Bravery Charm, you have the 2 switch. But finding the generators 100%, you don't have that without playing Arven. So I do like the Arvens because of that. But having switch cards, like an actual switch, in addition to a Prime Catcher is nice. I kind of do still want that. And I think maybe with like more testing, you know, you could maybe cut, I don't know what you would cut, but you know, you could cut things. But I do like the bundle. I think I like all of the Pokemon. Maybe you could just go down to 1 Mega Manectric, honestly, and have 2 Electrikes, because it's more important you get the guy down off of the Miraidon early on, so then you can use it turn 2 potentially. Yeah, I could see going down to 1 of it maybe. And yeah, I've seen, you know, you play 1 Miraidon instead of 2, but I think you want 2. And 15 Lightnings, we were still freaking whiffing. I don't know if I'd want to go down more than 15. But yeah, maybe you could go down on a Research 2 or a Boss, of course. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd make any changes. The deck's just a fun deck. I don't know if it's the most competitive or not, but you're able to, you know, knock out little guys with this, knock out big guys with this, and you know, win games pretty quick. So I appreciate you hanging out. It was fun to use Mega Manectric. I love lightning types are like, or electric types are like my favorite, and I think Mega Manectric might be my favorite Mega, but I'm pretty bad at picking favorites. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate you hanging out, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one. Peace.